This is Igbo Area TV.
Hello. On the news, Fayose Berates South East governors. He said, if South East governors were like me, Biafrans will go, said Governor Fayose. What I mean, if South East governors were like me, Biafrans will go, Governor Fayose said. The governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, names his son, Chukwuemeka, when he has not become a governor. Not knowing that he is going to fall in love with Igbos, he said that he loves Igbos because they are courageous people, hardworking and business visionaries. Be an Yoruba man, he loves Igbo dressing and he always dressed like Igbo man. He stood for Nnamdi Kanu in court. He attended Biafran meeting once in Lagos. If Southeast governors were like me, Biafrans would go, Governor Fayose said. He called Southeast governors cowards because they are afraid to support Biafra movement. They are afraid of President Buhari, afraid of impeachment, afraid of their lives. They are not ashamed. The small boy Nnamdi Kanu stood up and shook the entire nation without looking at anybody's face. He said, if Southeast governors were like me, Biafrans will go. I don't bloody care about what anybody can do, be it president or whoever. I support Biafra movement anywhere, anytime. I will go with Biafrans when time comes. Biafra is Igbo's birthright. They deserve to have their own country. But their governors are cowards. If they were like me, Biafrans would have gone since last year. Achuzie's burial, count us out, pro-Biafra groups. Achuzie's burial, count us out, pro-Biafra groups. Rising from their meeting that lasted throughout a night, leaders of the 20 pro-Biafra groups that attended the meeting in Enugu stated categorically that they won't be part of the burial of late Colonel Achuzie, one of the major key players during the Biafra Civil War. The statement from the group, which was signed by Uchenna Mado of Masob, reads, following the position of the family of the late Biafran General, Pa Joseph Achuzia, in which they categorically banned pro-Biafran groups from participating in the burial and threatening to deal with Biafrans who appear at the burial like Biafrans. After our meeting on 10th April 2018 in Enugu, the coalition of pro-Biafra groups, which represent 24 pro-Biafra groups, wishes to state as follows. 1. We in the Biafra movement frowns at such reprehensible stance by the family and without fear of contradiction maintain that it is a shame that such a position was taken in the burial of a great Biafran who lived all his life defending Biafra and Biafrans. 2. Inasmuch as Achuzia may have had a great many laurels to his name, he was best known for defending Biafrans and whatever it stands for. He was a warrior of the Biafran War and Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Elders of the remnant of the Biafra people and remained in active service, even in old age, till death. 3. We received with rude shock the position of the family and see it as a great insult in the collective intelligence of not just Biafrans, but also that of the late Achuzia, who has also attended several Biafra-centric burials in his lifetime and also wished to be buried as a Biafran. 4. It is on the record that our late leader has specifically stated during his lifetime that 3 categories of people should be allowed to bury him, including pro-Biafran groups. Therefore, the position of the family goes contrary to the wishes of their late father and as such could attract curses upon those who have thwarted the last wishes of air raid. He was called air raid during the war. 5. We have waited patiently for a possible change of heart by the family, but they have vehemently decided to stand against the wish of their late father for reasons best known to them. Hence the reason for this public statement. 6. We will stay away from the said burial and allow the spirit of late Achuzie, which obviously is boiling in anger and total disappointment, for burying him without the input of the pro-Biafra organizations. Like the Pontius Pilate, we are washing our hands from this calamitous act perpetrated by the late Achuzie's family. Okorocha declares for presidency. He said, "After Buhari, it is my turn, Okorocha." The governor of Imo State, Chief Okorocha, said that he will succeed President Muhammad Buhari after his second term re-election. Rochas, who disclosed this while hosting some political stakeholders at the state government house in Owerri, opined that Buhari will win again, and after Buhari, the turn will come to South East, and it will be the turn of Okorocha. Speaking further, he said, "Nwosu is the least of the political children I have trained, but I don't know any of them as much as I've known Nwosu," Okorocha said. "I took him up when he was just nobody, and he grew up to the height he is now. His only sin is that he is my son-in-law. Nwosu will win 2019. Don't be afraid, I am there." He's talking about his son-in-law, who he is presenting as gubernatorial candidate on the platform of APC for Imo State election come 2019. "If you keep on denying Igbo their rightful place, would you say Nigeria is one?" said Alhaji Balarabe Musa. The governor of the old Kaduna State, Alhaji Balarabe Musa, and the national chairman of the People's Redemption Party has asked Nigerians a very important question regarding the Igbo's position and status in Nigeria. Worried by the continued injustice meted out to Igbo in Nigeria by shutting them out of the presidency, he questioned the rationale behind it because all the major tribes in Nigeria have had a shot at the presidency. The Igbos, he observed, have not had their own share, which prompted him to ask the question above. He said, "I support it. In the first instance, this is democracy, and every Nigerian has the right to aspire to any position. Secondly, there is a zoning system. It's a PDP policy, but it is a right policy even though it was initiated and promoted by the PDP. Now it has been accepted by every political party, and every organization now sees zoning as a means of giving everybody a sense of belonging. Now the North has had their opportunity to have the presidency on many occasions. The West had it through Obasanjo, and even South had it. Only the Southeast has not had it. Why not? Are they not Nigerians? Do they not have the right to a sense of belonging? If you deny them this right, would you honestly say that Nigeria is one? No. We have to be critical this time. The right person from the Igbo part must come. We see what we have landed ourselves in by insisting that any Northerner or any Southerner. We see what it has led us to now. So I support an Igbo presidency that will be elected by Nigerians. We are not going to leave it for the Igbo to just bring anybody. No. We have made that mistake in the past by saying any Northerner or Southerner. This time we will be critical by choosing the Igbo man who will help us. If every Nigerian feels he has a sense of belonging, there will be no need for zoning, he added. Well, do the Igbos even feel like Nigerians any longer? For them, it's their Biafra that they want. They felt left out in the system for long, and right now, what they are thinking is a nation of theirs, not the presidency. Russell Bluejack would say, all we'll yearn is Biafra, not presidency. A total rejection of the carrot from those who are oppressing us. He continued, some talk about Igbo president, but we, the real Igbo from various tribes, talk about referendum and independence. Some talk about restructuring, but we talk about the kind of restructuring that will give us our own nation, Biafra. If we must restructure, let us do it in such a way that Biafra becomes a nation state. There is no difference between total restructuring and peaceful cessation. Please, we would like to hear your contributions on these matters. Thanks for listening to Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. You can also visit our Facebook page and like the page. You can join our Facebook group, all with the name Igbo Area TV. God bless you and bye for now.